Welcome to Shoponomics. My name is Matt, and this is Daniel.
Hey, it's Daniel.
And this is Shoponomics, your guide to selling online, masterclass in e-commerce. And welcome to the show. If you're listening for the first time on your favorite podcast player, you could also watch this on Spotify. Spotify, actually, you can watch videos on Spotify. I didn't know that until
Oh, wow.
earlier this year. Yeah. And also all these episodes are posted on YouTube as well, so you can watch on YouTube. We definitely recommend watching because we go through today we're going to go through Lego and go through their website and talk about pieces that are working and pieces that we think that they could change and fix. And we're going to go through their tech and marketing stack. We're going to go through Facebook ads, page speed, and more. So we'll definitely it's a jam-packed episode. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. And Daniel and I run eMarketed, and we're a digital marketing agency located worldwide. Daniel's in Albuquerque and I'm in Los Angeles, and our team is all over the world. So welcome to the show. How's it going today, Daniel?
Good. Kind of chilly here today, but beautiful sunny day, just a little nippy up.
Yeah. It's we're getting a little colder now in LA as well. I got a chance to wear my new jacket this morning, so
Nice.
in the low 50s. So it's nice to
low 50s.
Nice to sport that jacket.
We got down in the 20s here this morning, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about that season, and that's kind of. I mean, we've got the Jingle Bells slide up here from the Lego homepage, and it's starting to feel like that time of year.
Yep. Yeah, the holidays are approaching for sure. So what else? Anything you want to talk about before we jump in, Daniel?
I mean, I started. We were doing this podcast, and I started watching. Have you heard of Only Murders in the Building?
No. Is it a?
It's a TV show. It's got like Steve Martin and Martin Short in it, and Selena Gomez, and it's been out for quite a while. But it's about a group of kind of strangers in a New York apartment building that there's a murder that happens in the building, and they're all into a murder mystery podcast. And so, like, their kind of hobby is to listen to this podcast and go along and try to solve it. So the show focuses a lot on podcasts, and it's pretty interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Show about podcasts.
Yeah. So anyway, just started watching that this week.
Yeah, that sounds good.
A little behind.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I guess one new update we're going to be uploading some new cover art for our show with Daniel and I. Our faces will be featured on it, and my little dog who passed away last week. So that's kind of bittersweet. But anyways, you'll see our faces on the show going forward. So let's jump in. Today we're talking about Lego, a brand that both Daniel and I are super familiar with and grew up playing with Legos. So
yeah, absolutely. And trying to figure out which sites to review on the podcast every week, and we try to look at what's hot. I mean, what's hot is kind of one of the factors in deciding what to look at. And so when looking this week, Lego is coming up as like it's that time of year, and clearly it's a just a massive, super well-known brand, and it's just been around for ages, so it's definitely got staying power.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, right off the bat, it's funny with the website. I was thinking I wanted to see. I was like, I wonder if the website's built with Legos, or as far as like just more. I'm sure at one point they had it kind of, I guess more into the graphics, or like even the header would have made it look like it was built with Legos.
Yeah. I bet they did that at one point for sure.
Yeah.
We could go back into the Wayback Machine and kind
of probably 10, 15 years ago.
That would be interesting.
Our website. Let's make it look like it was built with Legos.
2006, 2007, that time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and as a kid, like we would go to places and they would have like giant Lego displays, like entire
Oh yeah, yep,
cityscapes. It's just definitely part of our culture.
yes,
Yeah. So, all right, I have the Lego site up here, and right when you get there, it kind of tries to funnel you into what where you want to go. Do you want to play games? Is that what you're coming here for, or are you coming here to browse the website? And so, while at some point we might decide to go playing, today we're going to check out the site.
yep. A little privacy policy bar underneath. Yep.
Yeah, and so getting to the site, yeah, accept the cookies. I do like that this takes over the entire screen. Um, on some sites, you'll go and the bar will be at the bottom, and you may not even,
Notice it.
yeah, you can just kind of browse through the site without even interacting with it. But here, it's kind of front and center, um, and it makes you deal with it right away. So it's a global brand. Legally, it's kind of a requirement to check in with visitors and make sure the data that's being collected is approved by them. So
Yep. And it's much more, I'm starting to been learning over the last year or so that it's much stricter in outside of the US.
right, right,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I believe there are some U.S. states that, well, California is
California, yes, strict.
consider maybe if they haven't already implementing some requirements there. So yeah,
Hmm.
so yeah, we're in full holiday mode here. It's not even Halloween yet, and we're already in full Black Friday, Cyber Monday holiday shopping. Oh, look at that Atari! Wow, is that
Mm.
made out of Legos? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we'll be going all over this site as we go through. But yeah, the colors, the yellow, it's colorful banner. Um,
Is it just that one today, or is it rotating at all, or
no, I think every time you load the site, it's different, I
different?
believe. So
Okay.
if I refresh the page, let's see. Well, no, we're getting before when we were doing it, we were getting a different one each time. But here, it looks like maybe they've gone full holiday mode. Yeah, one of the interesting things I noticed on this banner is we've got rebuild the world, which is part of the graphic. So that's an interesting choice that they would make the text a part of the graphic here.
Hmm.
Even though there's a proper, what I assume is,
Each
probably
one.
a heading tag here.
Mhm.
Um, there's still something that's part of the graphic, some text that's maybe that could have been a heading as well, or that could have been uh, made some other way rather, because including text as part of the graphic is not really a great it's not really great for a number of reasons. So
Yep. Yeah,
uh,
as far as the navigation goes, I mean, it's super simple. We got shop, discover, help. We got a little notification bar at the very top with, free shipping.
yeah, now
And
this is taking away, like, so the play zone, back to the play zone here, or
Mhm.
when we first loaded the site, you could go either one. We chose to go to the site rather than the play zone, and that's still pretty big up here.
Mhm.
um
Right.
that entire white bar on the desktop just seems
That's a lot.
um yeah, it seems like a lot. Like, there's so much empty space in the yellow here. The account and the VIP. Well, I didn't want to navigate over there, but I don't know. Maybe they could have fit that in the yellow somehow,
Mhm.
just to clear up some space up there.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, generally, I like white space, but you're right. I mean, that there's a lot of empty space, and
Yeah, so like if we remove that bar, um, you know, it's just a
yeah,
lot more
much,
clean
much
for
cleaner.
sure.
Yep.
Um,
Do we get a super nav on the?
let's see, what do we get? We No, not yet. No, we get I'm not clicking on them, but
Okay,
yeah.
it's
So
a
when
bot.
we click on them, we get a giant nav. Yeah, wow.
Mhm.
Talk about a
Wow.
super nav. Yeah. It's cool by age, price ranges. Um, yeah, really breaking it down over here. But this is interesting. So instead of a drop down menu, where our menu is coming down below the item, everything's staying in the same place, but it's sliding over and showing us
Oh,
this
uh-huh.
you know extremely robust menu here. So it's an interesting layout, because it would be hard to kind of fit all this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it seems like it would be hard to fit, but really it would if they wanted to go the more traditional route. But
Mhm.
not sure why they chose to go
Slide
with the
out.
white
White
background there.
background. Yeah.
Um, it seems a little, I don't know, but
Click the
it's fine.
Discover. Let's see the Discover. Okay.
Um, yeah, so it's kind of like about
Yeah.
the corporation, and yeah,
Yeah.
I like the options though. It seems like they're well thought out.
Yep.
Shop now, discover, and so that's what we were just looking at, right? Discover here and shop here.
Yep. So they're just
Um,
repeating them.
yep. Bunch of little. I mean, they've got so much graphic. They have so many assets that they can use, and it's just they can have them on full display here as instead of using icons or vector icons, they can use their own little
Products.
products. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I like
that's
that. It
nice.
makes sense. And those are probably some of their most popular ones, like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Um,
interesting right here. I don't know if you can see it. So the gold block here,
mhm.
looks to be the only one with a not a translucent or a white background. You can see a gray. Uh, this gold block has a gray background.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting. I'm not sure why they have that there, where all the other ones are either white or transparent.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Just this a small little thing.
Yep.
So many Legos here. Wow.
Yeah. So I guess one thing real quick with the color scheme. I mean, so now we're like a little further down the page. We're seeing orange. So we've got yellow, and so we've got a bunch of different colors. I mean, I guess the yellow and the red are kind of their logo. And now we got orange, and then we got all the colors from their
Yeah.
images. So yeah, I feel like it's a little much for me, anyways.
Yeah, that is it is. I'm interested in the orange and the black here, how ADA compliant that is.
Hmm. Oh, the black
Yeah,
text on the orange button.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So we pull the orange here. Yeah, interesting. Um, this little block here. I mean, there's so much on the site, and all of it's super interesting to me, at least.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
The various products. Like I want to dive in here and see what the Satari is about. Um, and yeah, they got like the Back to the Future car. So many interesting products.
Yep.
Um, Home Alone, yeah, like these big image background blocks here.
Mhm.
I feel like those are pretty nice. Now we've got a video playing here. Um,
Now,
uh,
it's yellow kind of on the video. It doesn't come over that well, but it's like a kind of a Lego background yellow.
y- yes, yeah. Now, and you also notice there's a pause button here, which is
Yes.
something that's if you have a video that's auto playing on your site, you need to give users the ability to pause them. So they've incorporated that here, which is nice. Um,
Yeah, I was just doing an audit earlier today on a website that was not econ, but they had a sliding, kind of rotating banners on their homepage, and I was telling the client that they needed to give the user an option to pause,
right.
and they have it, so that's great.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, good to see. And it's done subtly, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
there.
right.
If you're looking for it, it's there and it's obvious. So that's good. Now we get down to like the blog area, news blog. I mean, there's a million different directions I think we could go on this website,
Hmm.
but we should probably dive into the products, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So I want to come up here and click on the Shop Now button. and see where we're going. Going to best
broad
Christmas
category.
gifts.
Oh, best
Yeah,
Christmas gifts.
yeah. So they've linked that to it. They made a category just for the holidays. Yeah, one of the interesting things that I saw when just seeing what the hot products were was the Office Lego, like yeah, the set for the Office,
Oh, it was on there.
the TV show is the like biggest selling Lego thing at the moment on
Oh
Google.
yeah.
So that was interesting. Yeah, yeah. So it's more like adult geared, I would think. Um, like
Oh, right there. Oh no,
different
it's on.
TV show sets.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, yeah. Very
Yeah, the
interesting.
Coliseum. I mean, that's yeah.
I like so these product blocks are large. They're spacious enough where they're not squares. They're taller rectangles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it just feels like there's a lot of space there, which um, sometimes seems odd, but this feels right the way that they've got everything spaced out here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, we've got the filters on the left, which all seem
mhm.
pretty, product type. We can filter price, theme,
Yeah, interesting. Only one.
one adult.
Yeah.
You click on
Yeah.
that. Can we see the Office one?
Oh, I don't know if I haven't come across it yet. I'm sure we will
Oh,
though.
okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I
So
love the
we set
Office.
sets by theme. I think is there like a TV thing here? Um,
Oh, there's Friends.
yeah, interesting. These are not seeing it in
Yeah.
particularly, but yeah, let's see some Stranger Things, little keychains. Um, oh wow, so sets by theme. Um, it's kind of interesting. Just another way of looking at
Their
the
content,
products
the
here.
products. Yep.
Yeah, there's just so many options. They've got
Yeah.
oh yeah, this one. Whoops. Okay. Oh, here's the Office.
Oh yeah. It looks kind of crazy from from
From up above. Yeah,
yeah,
see
yeah.
see
So much
everything
stuff.
going.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love it.
He's got his chili on the floor here,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, and
Wow.
interesting.
Donuts. So good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so interesting. So here we're looking at an individual product page right now, and um, I don't feel like there's a ton of text to distract me. Um, I see the price, I see the ratings, um, see how many pieces, what the age, 18 plus here.
Mhm.
Um,
Add to
see how
bag
many.
button is, high up on the screen. So
Yep,
sometimes
yep.
companies will have it too far down or it's off screen and you're like don't even see where to, buy it. So I like that it's up there. And yeah, you're right. It's just a lot of white space really featuring the product. Not a lot,
Hmm.
not yeah, it's very clean.
See how that product video, you can
Oh yeah,
scroll
conference room.
around here. Yep. So cool. You can check store stock and delivery and return information.
Yeah, and
They
they're
have
using the
the
slide out again on that
Yeah,
one.
they have the instructions, which is great. So in case you happen to lose yours when opening it up, you can only buy 2 of these at a time.
Ooh.
Um, so limited availability here. Um, let's see. Yeah, so they have page wide tabs here.
Oh, okay.
This was already open when I scrolled in here, so um, yeah, yeah, interesting. Some interesting graphics. Everybody laid out here.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but cool. I like the photography that they're using here. Um, we can see reviews. We can see the specs. Um, what's all included in the box. Um, this person's slightly disappointed.
Slightly.
Yeah, and then also, what somebody other recommended products, which is a standard thing to include.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, so if we add it to our cart, what's that experience like? So we get a little light box that pops up that I can continue shopping or view my bag. Um, all right, I qualified for the Mystic Witch. Um, but yeah, so it looks like a fairly standard checkout with a promo code box. I can get my shipping estimate here. I can pay later. So fairly standard e-commerce experience so far.
Yep.
You want to look at just maybe some of their content pages
Yeah.
right. I clicked on the sustainability link. So we have a video here, and now this one does not have a autoplay, no ability to turn it off.
Is it a video or is it
So
like an animated GIF?
it does either way. It needs a pause.
Yeah.
So this particular one is probably a GIF, I would guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's interesting that they included the pause button on the homepage, but not here on a subpage. So it's it might not be one of the most important pages, as far as conversions go. So maybe that's why they didn't apply that accessibility fix there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I like the little graphics made of blocks. The characters are made of blocks. And again, it's not like sometimes you come to these pages and it's like walls of text,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like they're, that I'm not seeing that here yet. All the text that's included seems, easily.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could read that
Yeah.
little block at the top there, and yeah, it's like you could read that in a couple seconds and
Small
dive deeper.
paragraphs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like that. It's easier to kind of digest or process those
Mm-hmm.
small blocks of text rather than some large amounts. So the content's been divided into enough pieces that that they're able to do this. So I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. You want to take a look at anything else on the site, or want to roll over to looking deeper in behind the
Let's look at
scenes?
the find a Lego store on the left underneath the Lego logo. Yeah, let's see let's see how that operates.
All right. What do we got here? All right, so these are actual Lego stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
So looking here, we got one in Anaheim and Pasadena, and over here in the Valley.
This is powered by Google, or? Yep.
It looks to be, yes. Yeah, so they're going to be making use of a number of the Google Maps related APIs to make this happen.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah. Yeah, so interesting. 6 stores in the LA metro. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's a good experience, and I bet this is one of the most frequented pages on the site.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because typically if I'm going to a site like this, I want to see who locally carries or where the local outlets are that I can see a product in person.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
A lot of the times.
Yep. All right, let's go. Let's dive into their tech and marketing stack.
Cool. So pulled them up on Built With, and so we can see here some of the technologies behind the website. And so it looks like they're using Adobe, which makes a lot of sense because they're very visual, like graphics related, and Adobe's a big player in the analytics field at this
Mm-hmm.
point. So they got Salesforce connected. It looks like they're using Salesforce for their chat. I didn't notice chat on the site here though. Let me see if I do you see a chat like a bot
No, I
in
didn't. But
there?
maybe click the help at the top.
Let's see if we go help, contact us.
Yeah, there's chat with us right there in the middle.
Okay, got it. So we open chat. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, so this is most likely a Salesforce driven chat box.
Yep.
Which I like. I mean, the styling and everything looks great. So I won't chat with Sophia here.
It's
Just
Sophia
leave
the
her
chatbot.
hanging. um, all right, student beans. Yeah,
Yeah, I
not
never heard of that.
100% clear on that, but it looks to be yeah, some kind of discount. I did see that they have a VIP system for
Oh,
you know,
with
kind of
points and stuff.
like a loyalty program.
Mhm.
So it could be related to that, or it could be separate from that. This is a like completely custom system that they've got. So there's not a ton back here. We can see all the tagging and that kind of thing. But yeah, very minimal. I mean, compared to some of the other sites that we've looked at that are, you know, built on Magento or Shopify or that kind of thing, this is a much more minor uh, list of pieces.
Yep.
They're using Adyen for payments, which we've seen recently as well. So, yeah,
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 not a lot.
not a lot to be gained, I think, from looking at this, although it is still interesting.
Yep.
We did a speed check on desktop on GT metrics, and they got a D, so 59%. You know, it's better than a lot of the sites we've looked at, but still they've got a lot of room for improvement. And uh, yeah, it says so. This is saying their biggest problem is an excessive DOM size. So they've got 2,400 elements that are being loaded, and we're just looking at the homepage here. But that's a lot to process. So they've got a lot going on.
Yep. And those are, I
Um,
mean, that's 2,400 just different like files and scripts and.
yeah. Just different elements, different
Mhm.
pieces, different Lego blocks on the site, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
But not, I mean, the total page size is not that big. So,
Yeah, 4.7 fully loaded time. I mean,
mhm. Yeah, so they've definitely got some great optimized hardware behind the site. So,
mhm. And it looked like, I mean, those different pop-ups. I mean, we saw two pop-ups. I mean, that definitely plays into the.
yeah.
You can see the. If we didn't have those pop-ups, it would be loading in 2.4, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually interested now that we're looking at this. I'm interested in going back to one of those product pages. So go to shop and let's see what our product page pulls up on GT metrics. So we'll look at this one, you know, just whatever the first thing I clicked on was. I'm gonna pull this up. Whoops, not built with GT metrics. Let's look at this individual product page and see what it does. We can come back to it
okay, yep,
if we want, not wait on it, but I'll try to remember to bounce back here and kind of compare how the homepage performed to how an individual product page performs. Cool. Yeah, the next item I've got up here is the Facebook ads. This is showing ads.
and those
That
are all at
Lego
the top. Those are all the different like Lego in Denmark, you
yeah,
know,
regional. Yep.
regional France. So they're
Yeah, looks.
definitely advertising around the world.
Yeah, we've got some. This looks like a 45-second video. No, thank you. Look at that little kid. um, anyway, so they're using video here. Let's see this. Oops, that took me back to the store. Um, And these are all relatively recent. October 20th. October 20th. Yeah, just
So yeah,
looks like,
those ones with the square and even the rectangle ones, it seems like they're fitting a lot of content in those little images. Like I don't know
yep.
how much a user is going to really, obviously they feel like they need to have their logo in there and the tagline and three different, images of a product. Yeah, I think it's a
Yep.
bit much to kind of squeeze into there.
Yeah, if you compare one of these to maybe this Halloween one down here, where it's just a single image,
Yep.
um, that's, I feel like the Halloween one looks a little bit more put together. But yeah, it looks like lots of videos. And so much. But okay, yeah, that was about a week of ads here.
Mm-hmm.
So, visually they're pretty consistent. I mean, the video here looks like user generated. It does not look like super high production.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah,
on,
those can sometimes outperform the highly produced ones for sure.
Definitely, and they're probably maybe reusing some of them for like TikTok and that sort of thing as well.
Yep.
Yeah, when did they start I'm interested in when they started the Christmas. Yeah, here we start seeing October 17th, a snowflake. Before that, it was more like Halloween themed. So interesting.
Yep.
We can go back to GT metrics and see if that finished. Yeah, so we're individual product page 45. So we did a little bit worse. Same issues, excessive DOM size, but still it took a little bit longer, just slightly longer to load. So
yeah, interesting. I'll bet you some of that was probably the image, like kind of describing the product. Maybe those.
yeah,
images.
there's a lot on there on the individual. Once we get down here,
Yeah.
look, these aren't even loading for me. There are multiple boxes here that aren't. These are user generated, and maybe only one person has submitted.
Okay. Yeah. Fan moments.
But they've got the boxes there ready, so that's interesting. Cool. We did just a Google search. I mean, there's so many things you could search for, but just searching for the brand. Clearly, they're the number one ad, the number one organic result. We can see shopping ads up here, news stories. I mean, they own their name. Although there are retailers that are carrying them as well, Walmart and some other stores, Target. Here's a Lego ad here. So yeah, here's our Office ad for the Office Lego set here. Interesting. The Titanic.
Yeah, and imagine the holiday. I mean, imagine Christmas time is most likely the best time of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wonder how much business is done. I wonder how much their retailers are able to siphon away from Lego going direct to consumer. Lego, I mean, I feel like if I was buying a Lego set, I would probably buy it from Lego, even if somebody was a couple bucks cheaper. We also got Matt pulled up some organic information.
So yeah, we got this from a tool called SpyFu, and actually I'm in talks with SpyFu to have somebody on the show, so that'll be
nice.
Should be coming up in a week or so. But yeah, they're ranking for 1.3 million, and this is just the U.S. site. So imagine with all their different country versions of the website, they're probably ranked for tens of millions of keywords. But yeah, 1.3 million organic. Estimated traffic on that is about 2.5 million. And
so what else? the central graphic here. So we're looking at the traffic from Google, organic versus paid. There's a pretty major dip in organic
Right.
there from February to March.
Yeah.
Interested what might have caused that.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been a Google algorithm change, or which
Yeah.
probably was, but yeah, I wonder if they shifted in, platforms or but yeah, that's a pretty almost
Yeah.
double.
It could have eliminated some SKUs that were maybe no longer around, or so it could have been a number of things.
Yeah, I'm sure they freaked out. So we also see that they're bidding on a little over 20,000 keywords as well on Google. So estimated monthly budget, $133,000. So pretty.
Yeah, which isn't. I mean, 133K is not that much for a global brand like Lego.
Yeah.
That's a bit surprising.
Well, that could just be the U.S.
True. Yeah. But yeah, and they own organic, like for that. So if somebody's searching for a Lego product, they're gonna hit the Lego store pretty high up in the results.
Yep.
Organic results. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Always good to look at this kind of information to get a kind of a snapshot of a brand's performance and their marketing and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, I think is that a wrap?
Yeah, I think we covered just about everything on Lego.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to browse this site a little bit more, see if there's any things I should put on my list.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I've asked this before, but if you like the show, please give us a 5-star on Spotify or the various podcast app, or a like, and make sure to follow us on YouTube. And we've got some great episodes coming out, and thanks for listening.
Thanks.
All right, bye.